For decades, the Indian IT sector has functioned as a massive engine for human capital, consistently hiring hundreds of thousands of new graduates every single year to fuel global software operations. But the data from the last 12 months reveals a staggering shift. When you combine the net new hires from the top 5 Indian IT giants, the total doesn't reach the thousands. It is exactly 177. This hiring freeze is the ground-level view of a much larger contraction. In the global markets, over $1 trillion in IT stock value evaporated as investors began to price in a future where these massive service workforces are no longer the primary drivers of growth. This wasn't a standard market correction. It was a realization that the high costs of human-led services and enterprise software are becoming difficult to justify when AI can perform the same functions internally. New entry-level roles are disappearing because the work they used to perform, basic coding, data entry, and customer support, is being absorbed into autonomous AI workflows. These systems don't just generate text, they execute entire departmental processes. This is the reality of the middle-class job market today. The crisis isn't waiting for a future breakthrough. It is an active economic shift that has already begun to dismantle the traditional corporate hierarchy. The underlying technology has moved into a new phase of operation. These models now function as autonomous agents, capable of navigating digital environments and interacting with software without a human constantly providing the next step. This shift is powered by the Model Context Protocol, or MCP. MCP is an open standard communication layer that allows an AI model to connect directly to local data and software tools without needing a human to act as the middleman. While humans need visual buttons and menus to navigate a computer, MCP allows an AI to use the browser interface directly. It can click, scroll, and enter data across multiple websites at speeds that no human operator could ever match. Traditionally, automating a task required a developer to build a custom bridge to a software's backend, a process known as an API. But these new agents simply use the front end of the computer exactly like we do, removing the need for custom coding or human intervention. This capability effectively turns every website and piece of software into a tool the AI can operate. When a single model can navigate the digital world autonomously, the economic need for manual human digital labor begins to vanish. To scale this autonomy, developers are now deploying what they call an AI swarm. Imagine a task that would take a human researcher weeks, extracting and synthesizing business insights from 300 different hour-long podcasts. A person would have to listen, transcribe, and summarize every single one by one. An AI swarm approaches this differently. The system spins up 100 parallel agents, each assigned to a different part of the goal. These agents are an interconnected group of AI instances working together simultaneously to find tools, download data, and process the information. If an agent hits a firewall or a broken link, it doesn't stop to ask for instructions. It analyzes the error, independently reroutes, and finds a workaround to continue the extraction. Within minutes, the swarm delivers a prioritized master document containing the most valuable insights from all 300 hours of content. It has performed the work of an entire research department in the time it takes to get a coffee. When systems can self-correct and manage complex analytical workflows at this scale, the traditional market value of a human data worker reaches a definitive turning point. Survival in this new economy requires a shift in professional identity. Success is no longer found in executing tasks, but in becoming a builder. A builder is an orchestrator. They focus on delegating complex goals to AI agents and managing the high-level strategy, rather than spending their hours on the manual execution of the work itself. This requires knowing exactly which tool to deploy for each specific task. For deep strategic planning and testing the logic of a new business model, Google's Gemini 3.1 is currently the strongest choice for complex reasoning. When you are building functional products or drafting extensive technical documentation, Claude 3.5 Sonnet provides the highest level of precision in coding and professional writing. If your goal is to synthesize information from the live internet, scanning through the latest market reports or news articles, Perplexity's deep research mode is the standard for real-time accuracy. And for rapid brainstorming, voice-to-text queries, or simple daily tasks, ChatGPT remains the most versatile tool for high-speed interaction. The window to master these workflows is narrow. We are seeing the first evidence of recursive self-improvement, the point where AI models are used to write the code for their own successors, accelerating the pace of development beyond human speed. If these systems can eventually manage their own evolution, the era of invention driven by human labor faces its most significant challenge. The choice today is to learn how to orchestrate these agents now, or risk being phased out by the very systems that are learning to operate without us.